Hi, thank you for joining us. You're welcome, Moni. Okay, so we have 10 now. We can start right away. Ladies and gentlemen, because I can see that some men are here too. I know everybody that is going to be on this live webinar will benefit from what we have to share here. So ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed guests and all the wonderful women and men joining us today, a warm welcome to our Instagram live webinar. Sammy Frontier Homes, you're welcome. Okay, as we celebrate Women's Month in the month of March, it's an absolute pleasure to gather together for this special event focusing on investing in her wholeness, investing in her wholeness and personal branding, particularly tailored for female realtors. So in a world where women are increasingly taking charge of their destiny, it is crucial to recognize the importance of investing in oneself holistically. So today, we're here to explore how embracing your uniqueness, harnessing your strengths, and crafting a personal brand, how you can use that to elevate not only your career, but also your overall well-being. So you will agree with me that female realtors play a significant role in shaping the real estate landscape here in Nigeria, bringing creativity, empathy, and innovation to the forefront of the industry. Yet, in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to overlook the importance of nurturing our own selves amidst the demands of our profession. So today we have a guest with us, Salome Yadung, popularly known as Sally the Billionaire Realtor. She will be sharing with us some personal branding tips and strategies for female realtors. So, I'm not seeing people clapping. I want to see you clap as we welcome our guests. Yes. Please clap. Oh, better. Thank God. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Hi. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening, Sally. You're welcome. The network wanted to frustrate us, but hey, we cast our back because we must learn. You're welcome to have you here. Okay, so not so that we don't waste a lot more time because we're 8 minutes behind schedule already. Please, can you just give us a brief introduction? Who is Sally the Billionaire Realtor? I like that name, Sally the Billionaire Realtor.
Okay. Hi. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Salome Yadung, and like you know my name, I'm a billionaire, but it's not showing on Forbes list yet, just yet. Soon it will. But I'm a real estate consultant, also the content manager at US Realty, a fast rising real estate company here in Lagos. And I'm also the Tribe Growth Associate, right? So I deal with our community and also content, anything content and community building. That's my specialty. So yes.
Okay, so can you just give us brief background knowledge? How have you been a real estate consultant?
I've been doing this real estate thing for about 2 years. I started my journey in 2021. And I started real estate. I schooled in Benin Republic then. And let me tell you something. It was the toughest thing that I had to do at that time. Because first I was a student. Secondly, studying in Benin Republic, selling property in Nigeria. It was not the easiest. Right. But I believe this is consistency. There's no mountain you can't conquer. There's nothing you can't do. And this past 2 years, I have transitioned from selling real estate now to real estate. Right.
I didn't get that last part. You said in the last 2 years you have done what?
Last 2 years, I've transitioned from selling real estate to now real estate. My network bad. Is it my network?
I can hear you. Someone says the network is shaky, but I can hear you. Said this past 2 years you have transitioned, and that was the last thing you said.
from selling real estate to now teaching real estate. So I think it's my
okay to
network.
teaching. Okay, so you also teach.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Okay, so how has it been for you this past years building your personal brand? You mentioned that you're a content creator at a real estate development company. So how has it been for you building your own personal brand and also working for a real estate company? What have been the challenges, and then how have you been able to overcome it?
I think working as a content creator, rising real estate company, I would say has been to my advantage more than a disadvantage. It's Sally's network. Hey, MTN. My God. Just give me a minute.
I think it's a general problem. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. So who's going to be our scribe? Somebody should help us as we're dropping points. Somebody should help us type it in the comment section. Someone who can hear us clearly, so that those who are not hearing clearly can at least read if they miss some of the lines. So who's going to volunteer to be our scribe? From the okay, Feti said she can help. Thank you so much, Feti. Thank you so much. Okay, so you're letting us the challenges around building your personal brand and how you're able to overcome them.
Okay. So I would say, like I said earlier, it's been to my advantage more than a disadvantage, right? Because sometimes, even when I try to shoot personal content, because truthfully, I've been saying, oh, I'll shoot personal content, but so far, I have not, right? It's me leveraging the content that I shoot for you guys. And when I tell you that it has helped me like mad. In this day and time, I believe that you can't do anything without properly showcasing what you're doing, track record. And this stems from, recording everything, every little thing that you do. For me, when I go to sites or I record, I take pictures, I make videos. Whether what I'm doing there concerns you or not, I will post.
Okay.
And being the content manager at Wholeness and creator, you get to shoot. But okay, we get to shoot content from time to time, and this content also helps me personally with sales. Although one thing I would say is sometimes you tend to get lost with the company's brand that you don't personally figure out your own brand, right? Your own person outside of the company.
Yes.
Right. But I believe that if it's to your advantage, maybe in the short or long run, you should stick to it. And then maybe when it's time to enlarge and use capacity for your own personal brand, then you can now double down. But for me, I'm going to stop procrastinating and I'm going to start shooting personal content. But for now, I still choose content for you guys, which I very much love doing.
On live, let me call it live TV now because everybody's hearing you. You're making that promise. So I have some questions. I have some questions here for you. What are some key elements of personal branding that you believe that female realtors should focus on that can differentiate them in the market? Something that will make them stand out from the rest. What are some key elements that you believe would help our personal branding as female realtors?
Okay. So I would say the 5 C's of personal branding. 1,
5
clarity.
5 what? 5 what?
5
what?
C's. 5 C's
C's
of personal branding.
Okay.
1, clarity. 2, consistency. 3, content. 4, connection. And 5, confidence.
Okay.
Yes.
You said
5.
clarity.
Yes. Clarity, consistency, content, connection, confidence, 5 P's of personal branding.
Okay.
In this day and time where there are lots of realtors, right? See, I'll tell you, where we work, just go to the next bus stop, you would have seen at least 5 other real estate companies. How about realtors? Literally almost everybody in Lagos is a realtor. My God. What do you do? I sell real estate. What do you do? I sell real estate. What do you do? I sell real estate. Now, in this um, little city where there are a lot of realtors, not just Lagos, I mean, it spreads across Nigeria and all of that. It feels like real estate is the happening thing, and everybody is just jumping on it to sell real estate. 4 and 5 is connection and confidence.
Connection and confidence. 4 and 5, connection and confidence. Go ahead.
Okay. You need clarity. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I believe clarity would make you not jump on just any bandwagon you see going on in the industry, because there are lots of things that you can do in real estate. There's literally shortlet apartments if you want to sell shortlets, land, houses, off-plan properties. What do you want to do? Are you sticking to land? Are you sticking to houses? Are you sticking to just doing shortlets? Truth is, there are a lot of people who are doing shortlets, and it might be the most affordable out of these 3 or 4 things, out of selling house, selling land. I mean, shortlet can go for as low as 150K. A shortlet can go for as low as 150K, but you are seeing money here regularly. So I believe that everyone should know what exactly they are doing in this market. Are you going to sell houses? Are you going to combine housing and land? Are you going to sell shortlets? Are you going not sell shortlet rather? Are you going to work in the shortlet department? What do you want to do? You need to be clear what you're doing. For me personally, I sell lands, and I sell lands that Uvest owns, right? I'm not going outside of this to try to tussle selling shortlets here, off plan there, land. And to the point where anyone on my contact list that is thinking of getting a property, any land at all, let me be the first person that comes to mind. You need to build on a certain area first before you start adding other things. You can now go for house, you can now go for off-plan properties, but first build on your starting foundation. What are you doing? Are you doing land? Are you doing house? Are you doing all of that? Clarity. 2, consistency. It might sound cliche, but I assure you it is not. It is not. It is not. There are lots of people everywhere on Instagram, and you cannot afford to be showing up when you feel like it. You cannot post once in 2 months and come out as the overall top selling realtor in the whole of Lagos State. It does not work like that. And I think in the past year, I studied the top selling realtors of a lot of companies, a lot of brands. And sincerely, I went to their page, their social media pages, and I'm like, okay, I actually was expecting this. They are literally out. They are on site this day. They are shooting content here. They are doing this. They are doing that. You need to go all out, though. See, there's a million and one people out there selling real estate. Why should they buy from you, not this person? This person literally looks like they have all the expertise in the world. They know everything. Why should I not buy from this person? Why you? And some people have the family and friends leverage, where your family and friends patronize you. Oh, they buy from you, they support you. What if they don't? What if you are left to strangers? How do you prove yourself? And you cannot come out big. You cannot do anything successfully, not just real estate now, if you're not consistent. And many people say, oh, I would actually do this work. I mean, I know many people who started real estate with me in 2021. Today, they are not doing it anymore. And sometimes they tell me, oh, Sally, I want to come back. I want to come back. And there's no proof that you actually want to come back. See, this thing, real estate is a very, some people might say complex investment, right? And you need to show that you are up for the task, you need to prove yourself. And let me not waste too much time on consistency, because this one sometimes it sometimes I would say it annoys me, because there was a time I had a little mentorship session, and I started with 10 people, and at the end of the day it was just 2 people that remained consistent for at least 2 months. And I remember before the mentorship session, I asked everybody, are you sure this is something you want to do? That this is not something you will start and you will stop at some point, or you will pause, um, wait for vibes and inshallah and then get back. No, no. Sometimes or some days I have a really rough day, but I need to post. Make my clients know, say I'm still in business, so don't carry my money elsewhere, please. Right? You need to be consistent. It's not cliche. You need to be consistent. 3 is content. Anyone that knows me knows that this is my strong selling points. Oh, you cannot out content me, please. You need to put out content as much as possible. And what I would say about content is that, first of all, we should try to create a balance in kind of content we put out. In this day and time where everybody is saying, buy this, buy that, buy this particular location, you need to come out and actually educate your prospects or clients on why. Why real estate? Why this location? How and where? Right? Content, but capitalize on educational content. Educate your clientele, educate your prospects before you try to pitch to them. It's easier. See, I tell you, it's easier selling to people who are knowledgeable about a particular field, right? They can make sound decisions and they can trust your judgment because they believe that you know what you're doing. Content, you need to read up for this. You need to actually stay ahead. You need to know the trends, that is, what is current in the market, to now even put out content. But you need to go heavy on content. The fourth one I would say is connection. 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 For this particular one, I don't even know how to explain this one, but it's something that I enjoy very well with my clients. It's easy for people to trust me, and I don't know why sometimes. Because tell me why this particular prospect um, is asking for a particular land, and the next thing you're transferring, you're not asking for inspection, you're not asking for papers, you're not asking for anything. You just take my money and go. I'm like, okay, you better thank the Lord that I know what I'm doing. If not, but really though, you need to build a connection with the people that you're trying to sell to, right? And you can do that by knowing their needs, knowing what they are on about, right? Showing track record, basically. You build a connection, and it's easier for them to trust you. It's easier for people to do business with you. Another thing I want to add on this connection thing, be traceable. So one thing about me is that, I mean, not everything about my life is on social media. I tell you the truth, not everything. But to a large extent, many things that I do, I put on social media for a lot of reasons. One, to be traceable. Sometimes I post my family, or I post my dad, I post my mom, I post the church, I worship at per Sunday. Sometimes I post these, I post that. I'm traceable. Now, especially for maybe clients in diaspora who might have a lot of trust issues, especially with the Lagos real estate market, this can somehow build their trust. And if anything's up, I know where to find you. I know who to ask that can hold you accountable, right? Be traceable. Be traceable. And this is something that I know that I do. I am traceable. You know my church, you know my school, you know my this, you know my that. Be traceable. However, don't go overboard and share information that is not needed, right? However, be traceable. And the other thing is confidence. Confidence. I mean, who is an expert in a particular field? An expert is someone who says he's an expert. If I tell you I'm an expert, I'm an expert. Oh, yes. right? So you need to be confident in what you're doing. Believe what you're selling. And this is something that I tell realtors all the time. When you want to sell anything, you have to first buy that thing in your mind and be confident in what you're selling. When I tell you that prospects or clients can literally read, they can literally read, it's like they can read your mind. And when you're selling anything and you're not exactly confident about what you're selling, they know. They know. I mean, there are certain properties you hear me pitch, and it's like I own a stake in that particular property, right? You need to be confident about what you're doing, what you're selling. You need to be grounded in what you're doing. You need to be confident. And these are the 5 C's of personal branding. Clarity, what are you doing? 2, consistency. If you're doing anything, you need to stand on business. Stand on business, I tell you. 4, content. If you do anything, post it. If there's any news, post. Go behind. I hear people say, I'm shy, I'm shy. You cannot be shy and broke. No. You need to put out as much content as you can. 4, connection. Build a connection with your prospects. And 5, confidence. Confidence. These are the 5 C's of you cannot be shy and broke. Oh, no. You're joking. You're joking. In this day and time. So these are the 5 C's of personal branding that have worked for me. And I believe can work for the other person too.
Thank you so much, Sally. That was very, very, very detailed. Okay, so that would now bring me to something I'd like to ask. To an extent, the real estate industry is a male-dominated industry in terms of the professional or the technical know-how. Sort of, it's a male-dominated industry. So, as women in this industry, now, how do we build authenticity? So that, like you have said, you said we should build confidence. You can't be confident in what you don't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how do you think we can build authenticity in this industry and then staying true to ourselves?
Okay. So one thing that has helped me so far, really, is I would say attending different conferences. Now, okay, let me put it this way. To sell real estate, to do wonders in this real estate industry, there needs to be a possibility level that you're operating on. What do I mean? There are certain deals you will not close. There are certain heights in this industry you will not reach if your mind is not on the same frequency with that kind of deal. Conferences last year and even this year have helped me. They have shaped my thoughts. These things have shaped how I think. And last year or beginning of last year, hundreds of millions was like the possibility in my head. Okay, this thing is doable now, hundreds of millions. But I went to a particular conference. They are calling numbers that, what? They are calling numbers that people have done. These people are in the same room with me. They are not outside. They have done. And it was looking like the new normal for me since I attended that conference. I was challenged. No. I was dealing in hundreds of millions in my head. And now I'm seeing people who 2 billion, 3 billion naira, or 1.5. There was this lady that closed $1.5 billion. And it was looking like a very, very normal deal to her. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you cannot be sitting where I'm sitting. You've closed $1.5 billion. Right? There's this possibility that it unlocks in your head, and you need to enlarge your thinking, your capacity, your thoughts, certainly. And I think going for conferences, attending events, oh my God, they would help you. They would help you. So there's this thing my boss used to say, that this is the story, by the way, that before now, in his early days, his number one aspiration was not to be the best student in life. His number one aspiration was to be a Yahoo boy. Like, that was his goal, to be a Yahoo boy. Do you know what changed his life? One conference. One conference. And these things help shape how we see life and then how we do things. There are certain conferences or events you'd attend that will instill some level of professionalism in you, right? It will expose the wrongdoings in how you're doing business. It will expose, how you're doing things that you should unlearn, learn, and relearn. So I would say go for classes, attend events. These things will help you. They have helped me. Peace. They have helped me. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. So I still want to buttress on that question, but in a different dimension. So
Okay.
now I want to ask, how do you think that as female realtors, how can we effectively communicate our unique value proposition? What I bring to the table when it comes to real estate marketing might be different from what you bring to the table. So how do I effectively communicate that unique value proposition through my personal brand?
Okay. Thank you for this question, ma'am. Number one, I would say is storytelling. Storytelling. Now, everybody has a story. Your story is not my story. And this is something that would always differentiate everybody. What is your story? You cannot be having the same story as me. It's not possible. What is your story? And there's this great woman I would like to mention, Akodo Confidence, Miss Akodo Confidence. That woman is this is someone that I look up to, right? And she has her own story. How she did not sell for almost 2 years, and now you go and check her page, you will know whether she's selling or not, right? Everybody has their story, and for me, this is something I don't joke with. Anytime I encounter any challenge or there's a little win or major win, I put it out. My WhatsApp status, 5 and 6. I mean, that's the major platform that I use to sell real estate, right? So I communicate most things on WhatsApp than other social media platforms. And storytelling is something that can never be outdated. How are you doing this? I put it out there. What are the things I encountered? I put it out there. Storytelling actually now this relates, or this ties back to the connection thingy that I mentioned in 5 C's of branding. Storytelling helps. Storytelling. What are you doing that other people can't get? I tell it through the stories that I share, whether writing or in videos. Storytelling helps. Two is personalized service. Personalized service. One thing I'm heavy on is gifting my clients. In fact, gifting clients has earned me more deals. There's this particular client that bought a lot. He closed one particular deal. I'm like, nah. I sent him a token of appreciation, and it blew my mind how much he appreciated this little gift. He took it a step further, and he's asking me, okay, let's close another deal because of this particular gift. And to me, then, these gifts, sir, you can buy these gifts like 100 of these, right? You literally just closed how much? And this particular gift is going a long way for you. Personalized services. There are things that many people are not doing, sincerely. You see realtors close certain deals, and maybe 10% is for God, 90% vibes and inshallah. That should not be happening. That should not be happening. Gift your clients. Storytelling, gifting. These things work like mad. And then there are times where, especially for my clients in diaspora, they need to there's another level of reassurance that they need, that their properties are safe and secure. So I go the extra mile, or I tell them, oh, I'm going to do this for you. I'll stand in for you on day of allocation. I'll get your papers. I'll do this. I'm going to even send them to you over there, right? You need to communicate what exactly you are doing that other people are not doing. Make it clear. See, paste it on your forehead. What are you doing that other people are not doing? And there's this particular client that I was going to help do something for, and I had to spell it out. You need to spell it out. If there's anything you're going to do different, you need to spell it out. Let them know that this is not something you get just anywhere. And when I was done spelling everything out, this person was marveled at, wow, you're willing to go this extra mile for me. And this person obviously wants to close another deal, right? So you need to spell out what you're doing that other people you're not going to get elsewhere. And then gifting and storytelling. These things help me. And I know that they will help you too. They will bless you.
Okay, thank you for sharing the things that have helped you personally. So I know that as a real estate coach, because you also mentioned that you have now transitioned to teaching people. What are the common mistakes you have noticed that realtors, especially female realtors, make when it comes to personal branding? Because some of us might be doing them not even knowing that it's a mistake. So can you just share with us some of the common mistakes you have noticed?
Number one would be imitating and maybe a famous realtor. Like when I say imitating, like verbatim, like copy and paste. Truth is that this book still like an artist, right? You can love what I do and you can want to replicate it but in your own way. That is fine. But wanting to do everything this person has done, same words, same content, same everything, you need to stand out and you need to put some person factor in whatever you're doing. There should be the personality factor here. And my content is not that serious. There must be the personality side, right? I like to play. You will see it in my content. I like to do this. You will see it in my content. But wanting to imitate word for word, this for this, what other people, are doing is not going to help you. Still like an artist, don't steal the whole book. Steal certain things that this person is doing, but don't steal everything. And I think too, I call it, in my own words, I call it negative marketing. What do I mean? There's this thing, and this thing, I used to do it far back 2022, 2021, 2022, until I realized that it's doing more harm than good for me. When I say negative marketing, I mean, remember the time where crypto dipped, like a really took a huge dip, right? And many brands were coming out and saying things like, oh, we told you to invest in real estate, you know, agree. Now your crypto don't dip. Now your money is gone. Now this is this. And basically using um their sad stories to want to sell. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's something that right now I rebuke with all of my being. You cannot mock people you're trying to sell to. And if any prospects that you've been trying to sell to encounter
Finally. So sorry for that.
MTN does
Okay,
not
welcome
want
back.
you to
Well,
be great,
they don't
permitted.
want us to degrade this leaf, but
Um,
we can't stop buying them. Welcome back, everyone. So, Sally, can you just wrap up that we're talking about the second mistake that people make? You were talking about negative marketing when people try to play on people's emotions based on what is
mm.
happening. Say I told you and all of that. So, please, can you just quickly wrap up on that?
Okay, so negative marketing. You cannot use someone's what I say misfortune to try to sell to them. Oh, I told you not to invest in so this thing. You did. Now it has crashed. Good for you. Because this thing was issued almost everywhere. 2021 into 2022. And I tell you that I was doing same. I'm not absorbing myself. I was sincerely. I would post something like, I told you to. There was this particular stuff that crashed. I think was it February 2022. I told you to invest in real estate. You go invest for this thing. Now you don't crash. Good for you. That kind of thing. And looking at what I used to do then, now, and I'm like, how can I? How can I? And I feel very, very, very embarrassed. But I mean, that's part of growth, right? I cannot try repeat the same mistakes. So try to be empathetic. Something happened, something bad happened. Oh, empathize with them. Oh, I'm sorry, I heard this and this happened. This is it. In that moment, you're not even supposed to try to sell to them. You don't sell all the time, sincerely, right? I'm a realtor. I live, breathe, and eat sales, but you don't try to sell to everybody every time, every time. So sometimes just listen to them. Maybe they want to rant about their day. Just listen to them. Don't always try to just choke in sales here, there, right? Negative marketing, please abscond. Please leave negative marketing alone, right? Teach them why they should invest, what they are going to gain, how they should do it. Teach them that. Don't tell them that they don't invest, they're going to face 600 years of suffering. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So, yes.
Can you just quickly help us answer that question? There was a question from
Okay,
the
what can
previous
you gift?
year.
Right. Okay. Um, you have to know the kind of person you are gifting, first of all. Is this a family person? Is this a single person? What do you think this person would like? Right. Sometimes as a starter, I send hampers before I now build on that gift. And maybe you want to send bag of rice. Do you know how much bag of rice is in the market right now? If anybody receive bag of rice, they would appreciate it, budget like mad, right? So know the person that you want to gift. Know if the person is a family person, a single person, a man or a woman, and then you gift accordingly. And nothing is too much, basically. Nothing is too much. I mean, this person literally just made you some money, right? Nothing is too much. And if there's anything that we've noticed, or my mentor used to say, is people eating their seed instead of fruits. When you sell and you close a deal, sometimes you're not even supposed to use that first money to chop life. Invest, gift, invest back in yourself, gift your clients. It goes a long way. So let me give an example. I have this diaspora client who stays in Canada, and he bought property from me, I think 3 weeks ago. And he did not buy alone. He referred me to his friends, two of his friends in Canada as well to buy. And tell me why I'm sending, I'm trying to show my appreciation because you don't know me like that and you just want to refer me. And I asked this person for his account number because of distance and all of that. Let me just send this one for now before I now send the main thing. He sent his account number. I was on a call with him and I just quickly made transfer of over 100,000 naira to him. This person has money, yo. But when he saw the money, he screamed. When he saw the alert, he screamed. I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm like, it's 100K. And this person is saying, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And we're still talking another property that he can buy, right? So it does not have to be restricted to just one thing. Anything. You can choose to send money, you can choose to send hamper, you can send anything basically. So yes, that's it.
Okay, okay.
By the
Thank you
way,
for joining this.
my mentor is here, Dr. Philly
I can see
Babalola.
him here. Well done, Sally. Thank you for joining. Okay. So, Sally, last question from my end while I wait to receive questions from others that are joining. If you have a question, please type out your question now so that I can ask Sally on your behalf. So, can you share some resources or tools that you think that we can utilize as female realtors to enhance our personal brand?
Okay. Um, I have a few things here. One, CapCut. Two, GPT, Cloud AI, and a few other things. Now, to pose as a thought leader in this real estate industry, you need to do certain things. You need to truly show that you're knowledgeable about what you're doing. One, content, whether video content or stuff like that. And sometimes if your budget is not that big, please download CapCut. I know there are people who, right now they use the service of a professional videographer who takes their videos, edits, and does all that stuff. If you don't have, they say cut your coat according to your size. If you don't have all of that resource to like spend, download CapCut, shoot your video, get if you don't have the best camera, use better sunlight, use sunlight, go outside or just do something, right? And then edit. Chat GPT, you can actually ask Chat GPT for the current trends of real estate. That thing works, funny enough. And Chat GPT can even recommend content that you can shoot or talk about. And I feel like this thing is being slept on. AI right now is here to help us, and it's not here to take our job. No, chat AI cannot take you to sites. Don't worry. AI cannot get you the best properties. Don't worry. AI cannot take my job, right? But AI can help you. We should see AI as something to complement what we are doing, not something that challenges us or like poses as a problem. AI, ChatGPT, all of these, and there's another one here, Cloud AI. Cloud AI Claude AI rather would help you proofread whatever you're writing. If you want to maybe write on a blog, LinkedIn, Twitter, to make sure that what you're writing is correct, or spellings, to check for spellings and all of that, Cloud AI can help you. So these are a few things that for me I even use that helps me, and I think that you should as well. And then if you can, go ahead, take it a step further, go for branding assets. What do I mean? Like when you see, now let's say my name is Sally the Billionaire Realtor, right? And I told that to a logo, Sally the Billionaire Realtor. I have a personalized brand logo and all of that, hair stuff like that. If you want to take it a step further, but these things can help you. True, they can. So yes.
Thank you for that, Sally. There's a question here that Tik Ella says, what are the first things to know and do before going for masters in real estate? The first things to know and do before going for masters in real estate. I like that. That's an interesting question.
So to answer that, I would say five A's. Five A's would answer that. One, awareness. Two, authority. Three, authenticity. Four, appearance. And five, audience. One, awareness. To sell anything successfully, you must be providing a solution to a particular problem. Why are you entering the real estate market? The why question needs to be answered first. Are you just there to make money, maybe short term, just sell one or two properties and you're out? Or is this something you want to do long term? Then if it's something you want to do long term, why? What okay, what problem do you want to solve in this market? Do you do you think that maybe Lagos real estate market there are a lot of scams and you want to be the person that provides true value? You're the only person that if they want to invest in Lagos, they should reach you. Why? Awareness. Something you want to do long term, think about it. Why are you entering this market? Or are you entering this market to just solely create content that will educate people? I see people that don't even, there's this Dr. Folahemi or Fola something. He creates content on real estate. He doesn't really sell all the time, but he just creates content relating to real estate. Sometimes talks about buildings, houses, and I go there to learn, right? So why are you entering this business? To maybe be a thought leader, just create valuable content to help either realtors or clients make a buying decision, or you just want to sell head on, right? Two, authority. To do anything successfully, you need to pose as an authority. You need to develop yourself. You need to learn. My doctor, Dr. Philip Awolola, would always say, you need to read. They say readers are leaders. Oh, it's not a lie. Oh. You need to read. There are certain books you need to read. Richest Man in Babylon. You need to read Selling Like Crazy. And I even have one here. Sell Like Crazy. You need to read books. You actually need to read. These things open your eyes to see what you can do better, what you need to unlearn, what you need to learn, relearn. You need to read. Authenticity. Stay true to yourself. Pick a particular niche you want to function in. What do you want to do exactly? Stay true. For me now, I know that I like to play. So I infuse it somehow in my content. My content, especially US content, when you see our content, you know that, oh, these people are Gen Zs, they are millennials, we like to chop life, right? Regardless, we put work? Can I get a list of books? Sell like crazy. Richest man in Babylon. Eat the frog. And Faith, if you have, Faith can also help me with that because she has a list of books. Yeah, Faith, you can also help just put that out there. Sell like crazy. You need to get this book. PDF or the hard copy. Sell like crazy. You need to get this book. For appearance, my boss is really heavy on this one. And he used to give an example. If you're working in markets and someone taps you, when you're turning back, who you see, how the person is dressed, would actually, would tell on how you react. If you see a mad person dressed tapping you, oh boy, you are going to enter the Lagos spirit, right? But if you see a person dressed, shirts, tie, they're just tapping you, you would like to know why you tapping, what's going on, what you want to say, right? You're going to be more cordial with that person. So appearance goes a long way, a whole lot. If you want to sell billions, or if you want to, get millions or billions from people, you need to look like the money you want to get. You need to look like the money you want to get, right? And 5, audience. Who are you selling to? Audience. Who are you selling to? Create a niche of people you want to sell to. Are you selling to HNIs? Are you selling to young people? Are you selling to people in tech? Who are you selling to? These things would help you craft out the kind of messaging that you put out there for your people. Who are you selling to? So I hope I've been able to answer this person's questions with the 5 A's. With the 5 A's. Yes, thank
Okay.
you. No excuses, psychology of money, think and grow rich. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Faith.
Please, can you answer Dr. Philip's question?
Oh yeah, my boss. I will. I will. I will. I will do that.
Yes.
Is it how do we face or deal with prospects that ask more from ladies before patronizing them? And I would say that this thing is more of a boundary kind of situation. I'm a realtor, and I tell you the truth, I have had many encounters with men, especially, who want more than just buying land. In fact, I've seen people who would go as far as actually buying this land from you so they can just get a contact point with you and then go further, take it a step further and start disturbing you. They are your clients now. You cannot not pick their call and that kind of thing. I think you need to establish boundaries. Hello, this is business, and I would not like to step out of business. Let's remain here, right? I've seen people try it on either Snapchat, WhatsApp, even Facebook. To be honest, on WhatsApp especially, when I see someone go way above, you're seeing something really nasty, and I'm trying to think how it relates to land. I block. I block. Sincerely, you don't block everybody, right? There are different ways you can handle these things, but there are certain people who cross too much boundaries. You go far. See, I don't even disturb myself. I just block because it's very, very disrespectful. Please create boundaries. And I think how you carry yourself and how you put yourself out there would also help, right? With the kind of people that come to meet you, what they are discussing about. Well, if you're on my WhatsApp, there are 3 things that I don't joke with. Maybe religion, God, real estate, and politics. You cannot be seeing my status and then you come and be telling me something really nasty in the DM. From where to where? From where to where? Right. So you need to put people in their place. Please. It's not every deal that is worth it. In fact, no deal is worth it. Your self-respect. Not no deal is worth it. There are people who tell you, oh, I can't close the deal if you don't come to my house. How much is it? People have lost their lives because of money. Not everything is worth it. Please put boundaries. Put boundaries. It'll help you. Sure will. So yes, Dr. Philip, I hope I've been able to answer your question. My boss.
Yes,
So,
I think you have just that question really because that's it. No business, like you said, is worth your self-respect.
it's not at all.
you have any other question, if you have a question that has not been answered, maybe we skipped it or something, just kindly indicate because we are wrapping up shortly. We have even spent more than the 1 hour that we actually prepared for this session. Okay.
Can you recommend top universities that I can do my master's? Oh, school? Oh, I thought as a career, not school. Oh, wow. This is not something that I can answer on the spot because personally I've not actually researched. So if this is something that you can text me in the DM, I do a little research. You also do a little research, and then I can provide an answer. But for now, I cannot on this particular subject matter. Yeah. So yes.
Okay. So thank you so much for that, Sally. I had a wonderful time chatting with you today,
I'm
and I'm sure
glad.
that
I'm glad.
this Paul can also attest to the fact that you have really done justice to the topic today. So please join me and give a clapping ovation to Sally, the billionaire realtor. I love that name, Sally. The Billionaire. I want to see you clapping, clapping, clapping. Just a little way of showing our appreciation to Sally today for
Thank you
doing
very
justice to
much.
the topic.
Thank
I've
you
not
very much.
seen it, right? I need to start seeing it coming in, coming in, coming in. Thank you so much,
Thank
Sally.
you for having
And I
me.
hope
Thank you so much for
to you
having me.
some other time, maybe on an elaborate scale. Today we just really just touched around it and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much. See you next time when we have something like this. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you,
Thank
Sally.
you.
You can leave, yeah, you can
Thank
leave
you
the
very
live
much,
call now.
everyone. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Once again, I wish you all a happy International Women's Month. Go and do exploits. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. So if you have, I'm going to be sharing this video right now. So if you have people that missed it, you can share the video with them so that they can learn one or two things from what we have talked about today. All right, it was nice chatting with you guys today. So if you got any points from it, please, when you see this video, please write down the points that you learned from this session today. Just write it in the comment section. Thank you so much, and thank you Frontier Homes for giving us this opportunity. Yeah, bye everyone. See you.